What's going on, everybody? This is your host, Gilly the Guru, coming live from the Press Box, episode 12. Coach G, what's going on?
Oh, yeah. What a weekend. God, man, what a weekend of sport.
Good weekend of sports, but, man, we had a friendly bet. Fucking Dodgers choked up against the Phillies. Man, what'd you think about that series, G?
Yeah, man, I mean, I love the bet, but I like how you try getting me on doubling it up on the sweep, It's like, man, I mean, the chances of, the Dodgers even losing a series this early, I was just thinking, I don't know, I was listening to the Dodgers broadcast or maybe it was the Giants broadcast. It was Papa, and he was like, how many times are they going to even lose a series? And then I thought about it, I was like, shit, it's like we got to get it in, definitely got to get it in, but I was even thinking about that too when I was going to send it to you. I was just like, do I put 10 on top of it if it's a sweep? I was just, let's just keep it that. So when you sent that back, I was already ready for that answer back. Answer back. But, man, that was good. That's got to be good for, the Phillies, their mindset, because it seemed like doom and gloom over there. And, after, the Dodgers swooping up a big offseason and then, Phillies not getting nobody big, and then for them to compete, their first series against those guys, so, I mean, Freddie Freeman lists, but it's, just like we're talking about.
It's still a fucking deep-ass lineup, though, bro.
Yeah, just like we're talking about.
If any Dodger fan complains about them missing Freddie, bro, then there's bitches, bro.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, they got a full lineup, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you look at other teams, like, even today, I think the Nationals were on the verge of beating the Dodgers right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the first game over there. So, I mean.
Yeah, I didn't realize how bad it was for that kid, Roki, and how much he gets on himself, so.
Yeah, that's why before he even signed to any team, his agent even said, like, he has, like, anxiety problems.
Yeah.
They said, like, the smaller market might be good for him.
Yeah.
But, at the end of the day, I think Ohtani and Yamamoto were a huge factor in that because he's more like at home. He has people to relate to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just an easier decision. But, man, watching those games, especially the last game, Game 3, I mean, Dodgers walking 11 batters, I mean, against a team like that, there's no way you're going to win, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just too much.
I mean, but it's crazy. Even after the Grand Slam, they still took the lead.
Yeah.
So that was
they came back. Yeah,
I seen both games. I missed that game. I was at practice on Sunday, so I was just kind of watching it on my phone, getting messages, and then I noticed it was like, all right, 3 outs to get the game. Alvarado's pitching, and they pulled it off, man.
Yeah. Even including today, we've been down all 12 games. We haven't scored first.
Yeah.
As our starting pitching is, kind of shaky right now. I mean, with Snell going down on the injured list, Yamamoto in the first game of his Phillies making an error to throw to third.
Yeah.
And Dustin May today, he had one run given up. Man, it's kind of looking a little bit rocky, but
that's what we're talking about. How it's baseball, right? It's baseball, and there's gonna be so many games you get going, and it doesn't matter has the highest payroll or whatever.
Yeah.
You still got to throw that ball.
Yeah.
And you still gotta,
it's still a long season. We're not even close. We're barely getting started.
For sure.
But, it's actually been pretty been fun to watch already, though, man. I mean, a lot of young kids out there now. Like a lot of rookies playing, a lot of rookies making their debuts, and it seems like everybody's kind of just set it off right now.
Yeah. Man, I'm ready to go to a ball game, man. It's like, damn, do I got to go to San Francisco to go watch a game? It's like once you're seeing that, it makes you just like, damn, you want to be there watching the game.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. It's a good time of the year.
What's one team you want to catch for sure?
Man. I think last year I was on the Ellie train.
Ellie Cruz. Actually, he's in town right now, right? Versus the Giants.
Is he? Yeah. So, I mean, we got to see that last year. I think I seen him. He got to steal first. He stole second and stole third. So that was dope. Seeing how fast he was. I think it took him a minute to get on base because the Giants pitcher who they had was this young kid, and he went in there and we was shoving. But I think towards the end he got going. I don't know. I haven't really thought about that. I always like, now lately since I went to a couple Phillies games in the East Coast. Now I've been trying to watch the Phillies over here. Definitely try to catch another Phillies game, but not trying. I'm not really know who's, probably. Just even talking about the Padres. Like I want to see Tatis. Yeah. Maybe when they come down, kind of go check out that game.
It's crazy. Just looking at the like we talked about before, looking at the Dodgers roster. Yeah, they're loaded, but you look at the Padres and the Phillies. Like I just realized how deep the Phillies really are.
Yeah,
like from one through 9, really. I mean, anybody could take over any moment.
Yeah,
and we saw that with that grand slam, man. Can't walk the bases loaded. Nick just fucking torched
crushed
it.
Yeah.
So I think.
These teams are deep. I mean, you even still got the Yankees with their guys. I mean, these teams are loaded. It's just baseball, man. These guys are gonna get hot and do their thing. Even seeing old Altuve in left field. I think he was playing left field. And that guy's been hot.
Yeah.
Shit, man. And these dudes are getting paid. Like, did you see Vlad Guerrero Jr.? $500 million, $500 million.
How do you feel about that? Do you think? And I know they were trying to bring in a free agent this year into Toronto, and it seems like they couldn't. Yeah. You think that was their way of keeping a big time star? Because I mean, a lot of people didn't. They were questioning to go there. There was one of their choices, but they couldn't seal the deal on a big free agent.
Right. Yeah.
So do you think that $500 million was to make sure he's locked in? What was it? 14 years?
Yeah, it was like 14 years. Yeah. 14, 15 years. Like how old is he? Is he under 23? Is he like 23, 24?
Actually, I'm not sure about his age.
Yeah, so that's all the way to his late 30s.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. How do you feel about a contract like that for someone like him? Do you think he's deserving of $500 million?
Oh my goodness. It's just crazy because that's how much these guys are getting paid. That's what these guys are getting paid, so man, I mean, watching his dad was one of my favorite players. It was like when we would go to the A's games, it was always playing the Angels. You always got to see his dad going, and I know he was a rising star. It kind of surprised me on that. It did.
Yeah.
It did. But it's cool to see they didn't want their guys to leave, and they want him to stay. And that's how maybe they could keep on adding guys is knowing that, like, look, this guy is not going to be gone for the next decade.
Yeah.
So come over here, so that was definitely a surprise move right there.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Switching over, how do you feel about the elusive torpedo bat? Do you think it's just a myth now, or do you think it's still in play that it actually works?
I don't know. Has it calmed down, right?
Yeah, it calmed down.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think going back to just his baseball, I think the Yankees just had just one of those games where they went off. And they went. It was a laser show.
Yeah.
And the torpedo bat was being introduced. So I think that's just what it was. I think it might be just a kind of not a one-hit wonder, but I mean, it was just one of those games where the offense was high, and it happened to be using that bat.
And I think it's kind of like coincidental almost because you see like Ellie De La Cruz used it and he hit 2 home runs and 5 RBIs.
Okay.
Then he hasn't hit a home run since.
After that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
it's funny but baseball is all about confidence. You know what I mean? And just I remember when you're a kid, you get something new, you're gonna feel a little bit better. And sometimes that's just what it is. You got this new bat, you get a little bit more confidence, feel like you see the ball bigger.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it had to be a coincidence.
Yeah, I know LA got their shipment of torpedo bats, and Max Muncy actually used it, I think, for his first 3 at bats.
Yeah,
he didn't get a hit. He switched over to his regular bat. He hit a home run.
Really?
Yeah. So he was right now. He's like, fuck that bat. Like, I ain't that damn bat. You know what I mean? So I think it's all like you said, man. It's just you're hot. If you're not, you're not.
Yeah.
It's always been the name and game of that sport, right?
Yeah, for sure.
That's how it is.
That's crazy how that was just so in. I mean, see, I wonder how far it's going to trickle down. I mean, obviously the college kids ain't using them, but a lot of times these kids use them just for, batting practice and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's wild. I wonder if they're going to make like a regular aluminum bat or composite bat with that barrel type.
Do you think that'd be effective doing that?
Yeah,
I mean, because those aluminum bats are just effective already as it is.
To me, it would just feel funky swinging it. You know, I know there's like a batting tool that has something similar to that, you know, but yeah, I think that's wild.
I think the people that won the most were the makers of it, right?
Yeah, he came up.
Yeah, like I wonder how much money I wonder how much they actually charge.
Shit. Yeah. I mean, maybe they're not even making that many, right? They're only making them for the players
Or people that ordered,
you know.
what basically order.
So they're probably like, hey, halt on that production.
Yeah.
You know, we're not going to mass produce those yet.
Yeah. Nah, I think it's probably like that because you can't make 100,000 of them. Like, how many of them are really going to sell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's kind of order to make. I mean, for the MLB players, like, hey, Tatis wants one. Let's make one.
Yeah.
But I wonder how quick they actually get that info though.
Yeah.
From the bat to there.
Huh.
I mean, obviously they got to check out previous bats or they got to do tests, right? Because that's what they base it off of, right?
Yeah.
Like where their sweet spot is.
Where their sweet spot. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But even if you just get it close, you know, they just get it close, get it near, you know, near the logo.
Yeah.
Shit.
Have you checked out any A's games?
In the beginning. Yeah, in the beginning. After that homestand, that quick little homestand, I kind of just like, I'm going to pass on that.
Kind of weird to watch on that little stadium.
Yeah. I don't know what to think about it.
I remember that text you sent us like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, well, I mean, it just says the West Sacramento A's. That seems different. You know, I'd rather it just said athletics.
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to just be athletic.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just on the TV type thing or what, but that was just wild. You know, damn.
That was a kick to the nuts right there on seeing that.
Yeah.
Kind of.
But they bounced back. You know, I think they got a couple more wins. You know, so man, what a bummer.
They got a tough series this past 3 games versus the next 3 games versus the Padres though.
Yeah.
Let's see how they do with them.
Yeah, man, so many good memories watching the damn Oakland A's, man. You know, see, that's what I'm saying. Like now, we could have just went and go watch a game. You go to Oakland, you watch your team.
That's what I was just thinking too when you said the Giants. I was like, damn, we used to have 2 teams here.
Yeah.
I mean, you pay your premium in San Francisco, and you watch your favorite team for about $25 in Oakland Coliseum.
Yeah.
So that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
March Madness, Duke eliminated.
Yeah, what a stunner, right? Like I'm writing down on a note like, who's gonna get Cooper Flagg, right?
Yeah.
Who's getting this dude? What team is he on? You know, and then that horrible run, that great run for Houston. They just, I don't know how they did it. I was watching them. I was like, there's no way. And it was like 11-1 run, and they just gave it up.
Well, they were up, 7 points with like 30 seconds left or something like that?
Wow. Yeah, and then they took the lead.
I honestly, I couldn't believe Flagg missed that little turnaround jump shot. I mean,
he fell short.
He's using money right there, man.
That's when he got tight.
Yeah,
that's when it got tight.
After I seen that shot, I told myself he's coming back next year. He's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna go out.
That's what I thought too. Yeah, because that's what I wrote. So, what team is he going to? Is it Utah? Is that the team that's supposed to be? Is that the shittiest team in NBA? Because I see these guys, giving up the game all the time on the Utah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm seeing. And he looks like a Utah guy. Right, like he'd go play, he'd be on, a Utah Jazz team. But once I wrote that in a little note, then I thought, he's coming back. Like I don't know how long it's been since Duke's won, but like this guy's got to come out winning one of those.
Yeah.
And now is the time you're still making 10 million, 5 million or whatever. I have no idea, and then I was thinking, does he have to wait? But he doesn't have to wait.
Nope. He don't
right.
have to wait.
You could go your sophomore year because he's just a sophomore, right?
No, he's a freshman.
He's a freshman, but he'll be a sophomore next year.
Yeah.
Jeez, man, that's horrible.
Yeah. After a crazy season like that, and for them to just lose it like that, I mean, it has to be killing them.
Well, I mean, his other guys didn't come through.
Yeah.
There was this, I think, was it Proctor?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's good for a good 10, 12. I was watching, and that guy was running from the ball.
Yep.
That guy did not want it, and Yeah, it was unfortunate. This looks like this is becoming a good game right here. Anyways, the Florida and Houston game.
Yeah.
And I love the Houston's coach Swag.
Yeah.
That guy is just walking around like I told you so. But yeah, got him. Came back.
Yeah, that was man. When I watched that, I was like, oh my god! Like usually, like I said, that range right there, that was money for him.
Yeah,
and it just fell a little bit
short. Yeah, he was just tight on it. Like even just going, give me the bank.
Or even that foul they called on him, the loose ball foul, like that was even a foul. Like,
yeah.
I was like, are you kidding me? I mean, I know that they showed it all over Instagram and Twitter, ESPN, but it was like that was clutch right there. That was clutch for them. I mean, because that's what put them up with the.
That was the go ahead, right?
Yeah. So I was like, oh man, like that was not any type of foul. I mean, to me at least. I mean,
yeah,
he clearly had hit the ball, possession of the ball. I was like, oh man, there's no way they're gonna do him like that. But
yeah, March Madness, man, it was a good weekend. We had that, and we had that Phillies and Dodgers 3-game series. Giants were winning, right? Giants are freaking winning.
Giants actually were actually the number 1 team in baseball right now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
8-1.
Damn.
You think they're calling it the Buster Posey effect right now? Do you think he put together? I mean, like I said, it's still young in the season. I mean, who they played? They played the Reds.
Yeah.
Who they just beat? The Mariners.
Okay, yeah. That was their opening game.
Yeah, I mean, all those teams are not really that strong either.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're winning though.
But yeah. I mean, the whole West is winning, right? The Dodgers are winning, Padres are winning.
Everybody but the Rockies.
Colorado's are just horrible.
Yeah.
I think they were saying that Colorado's over and under was like 56 games. Yeah.
Oh, actually, I did see that, but I seen that for the White Sox.
They're saying
the White Sox they're about to have a
White Sox were shitty last year too, right? Yeah. No, Phillies were talking about it because they just played them, so they didn't play anybody good before they played the Dodgers, the Nationals and then the Rockies. But like they're like, the Rockies, their over and under was in the 50s.
Yeah.
Like, gosh, that's a long season.
That's a long season. Just imagine losing that
80
much.
games. Jeez.
Yeah, that's horrible.
So, but yeah, looks like it's going to be a competitive West, NL West, with those 3 teams going at it.
Yeah. Let's talk about your winning streak on PrizePicks, man. You've been doing pretty good on PrizePicks.
Yeah, man. It's I've been loving that fantasy, the hitters fantasy.
Yeah.
Right. So that's been good. And just kind of just seeing the good, the rhythms of these guys, how they're hitting and stealing bases and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I had another good little weekend. Also on top of watching basketball, watching baseball, watching these other guys around the league kind of come through, But yeah, man, it's fun, man. It's kind of like, how fantasy football kind of got you back in the mix where it got you watching every team, every player, it just, throwing a little action here and there kind of gets you back into watching, more games, but yeah, man, it's a good little weekend, man.
So how deep do you get into it? Do you go from like who's pitching, who they're going against, record, previous at bats against them? Do you look all into that?
Yeah, for the hitters, there's just like if they're not going against with a Scooble guy, right? Like as long as they're not going against them. But you know what I did? I did look on my app, and it was able to see the ERAs and stuff like that. So sometimes that helps, but some of these dudes are just, finding a way to get on, and just kind of just roll the hot hand, and sometimes on their last at bat, they find a way to score a run, steal a base. I think we got these last 2 points on runner at third, 1 out, hits into a double play. The kid's not going to score. I need him to score. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Like, is he going to walk him in? And the next pitch clanks off his glove. He scores by a wild pitch.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's been fun, man. It's been fun.
Yeah. I remember, I think it was not this weekend, but a previous weekend before when I won we were in the group chat. I won the 190 And it was Shohei to walk it off with a home run.
That was classic.
That was fucking dope. I was up and jumping up and down, screaming. My lady was looking at me like I was fucking nuts. But but bro, just see him walk it off with a home run, and I win 190. I mean, man, I couldn't be more happier.
Outside fastball, last at bat. That fucking crushes it, dude. Oh my god, that was awesome, man.
Yeah, man, I fucking loved it. You know, going back to PrizePicks, so who you go to, guys? Do you have a go to? Like,
dude, you know who always comes through for me, man, is Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks?
Yeah, Dylan Brooks. At one point his points were like 8.5, and then it moved to 12, and then it moved to 14, 16. Dude always comes through. Yeah, he's always coming through.
It's scary when you start seeing their averages go up, huh? When they project, it's like, damn.
Yeah. It's like they're catching on.
Yeah.
Catching on to what you're doing. You know, so yeah, right now, Dylan Brooks, my dude on basketball. Przezinski, that kid, when he's hot, he's hot. You know, go ahead and roll with him. And then that kid from Boston's been kind of coming through for me.
Yep.
I forgot his name. I don't know his name.
Like Thompson, right?
Thompson, yeah. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, something like that.
The Giants center fielder has been coming through.
My go-to guys right now are Juan Soto. It's hard to bet. It's not for me. It's hard not to pick Juan Soto because I mean, he sometimes he'll give you shit, but most of the time he's going over on his fantasy. Him and right now Lee from San Francisco.
Okay.
That dude, they've been going over fantasy every time.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been so clutch for me. I mean, even if it's a small bet. I win 50 here or 60 here, 40, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Those dudes always come through.
I mean, even when it's like the 1.5 hit run or RBI, like in the fantasy wise, that's only 3.5 points. Right?
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, no.
Oh, no, that'd be 6 points.
No, because one base hit, it would be 3 points.
Oh, okay.
One, if they walk, it's 2 points.
2 points,
I think if they score, too, it's like 2 points.
Okay. Yeah.
But, you know, it was like a Ellie De La Cruz and Ohtani are usually good to go with because of their base stealing skills, and that's automatically 5 points.
5 points, yeah.
So just think right there that sometimes they put their averages about like 7.5, 8.
Yeah.
So they get one single, steal a base. You're already at 8 points right there alone.
Yeah, man, they were hitting. I was getting those green circles all day long, man. That was nice, man. Yeah.
I mean, you just mentioned Pod from the Warriors, man. He went, what was it, 9 for 15 and 3-point versus the Lakers the other night.
Yeah.
Did you watch that game?
Yeah.
What did you think about that game?
Yeah, they were going back and forth, man. You know, I mean, Warriors are looking good. You know, I don't know if Jimmy Butler's getting a little tired, you know, or, you know, because I think yesterday when they lost to Houston, I feel like that whole team was tired, and if he kind of could have gave them 10 more points and stepped it up, you know, that would have been the difference. But I think it was a 4-game tough road of games, and they had to play, you know, and they finally, you know, had a ball that just didn't really bounce their way. You know, I mean, Houston was playing them good, but it was like Steph Curry didn't have his night. Obviously, Butler didn't have his night. How do you say his name? Pods. We'll call him Pods.
Yeah, I was just calling Pods because I can't say his name.
Yeah, Pods. I think he was up in the teens, maybe 20s. But I think it was just an off night, you know, and I still think it was within reach, you know. So I don't think it was nothing special that Houston was doing.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, it looked like they had that Laker game, they had Luka out of sorts, right? Like he wasn't really his thing, you know.
Yeah.
So
even after he said like that's embarrassing what I just did.
Yeah.
Like he's like that's not gonna cut it. You know what I mean?
Because didn't they bounce back and just beat OKC?
They
demolished them. So that's what I'm saying is like right now, you know, if you look at the Lakers schedule, they're playing, you know, OKC, Warriors, you know, Denver. Everything's back to back to back. Same thing with Warriors, you know, and they go 3-1 out of it, or, you know, 4-0 or 3-1, and, you know, you're bound to lose one. You know, those are all high caliber, you know, playoff teams. So, I still think, Warriors and Lakers, those are going to be scary teams to be in the playoffs. And shit, they might even see each other first round if they're the 4 and the 5.
Yeah. I think everybody's tied with the same record except them. They have 47 wins. Everybody else has 46.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's like 4 teams or 3 teams that have 46 wins. Like it's crazy.
Are Lakers at 3?
Yeah, they're at 3. They're at the sweet spot right now.
Yeah.
But it's like you said, they're about to lose 1 game. Or maybe even 2. I mean, who knows how many they're gonna lose?
Yeah.
And they could drop from, just think 1 loss or 2 losses could drop them from 3rd to 6th. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's so crazy how close these teams are.
Yeah, they're all super close. I mean, this is gonna be a wild playoffs this year.
It is.
It's gonna be insane,
especially in the West, because anybody could take it.
Yeah, I mean, just to feel a hype like the kid from OKC's got to be, who's almost scoring 30 points a game.
Yeah,
like he's gonna ready to go for 40. In the playoffs.
They were saying that I never realized how much free throws that kid gets.
A lot. Yeah.
And
it's like 10 plus.
And yesterday I don't think he got like over like 3.
Damn.
And they ended up losing by almost 30.
Oh, and they lost.
Yeah.
OKC, KFC, UFC, Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 5. Yeah.
So I mean, it's just yeah, man. It's
gonna be hype. It's gonna be hype seeing, because the pressure's on them. Pressure's on the young guys. Pressure's on Houston. So it's gonna be cracking. I mean, it's right around the corner, right? They got like 3-4 games left.
Yeah, I think there's 4 games left now.
Yeah, and then they're just the beast in the East. Just kind of
It's gonna come down to Cleveland and
Boston, right?
Boston, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure, unless something goes out of whack and the team comes through, gets hot.
Yeah.
But they're pretty much those two. But
yeah,
this West could be so crazy. It was like what they've been saying. Who said it? One of these ESPN analysis said it. Like OKC hasn't proved anything. Like they're good in regular season.
Yeah.
But playoffs.
Yeah.
They just haven't had that.
Yeah.
These other teams, every other team has playoff experience.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, once that comes around, it's a totally different animal. So I think, like you said, man, both of these teams, talking about the Warriors and Lakers in a 7-game series, they're gonna be hard to beat, bro.
Yeah,
like, they really are.
Yeah, they are.
I think the only team that could really put up a good match versus either one of them is Denver, because Jokic is just crazy. Like he creates so much for that team.
That guy's on another level.
He is.
That pass he did to Westbrook, or that one he did behind his back, boom. Or I think he did it this way.
Yeah.
Wham, right to him.
Yeah.
He hits 3-pointers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nuts, man. They're actually saying today, they said if he really wanted to focus and score 100 points, they think he could.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's getting rebounds. He's getting it all.
Assists. Their offense runs through him. Like, it's so crazy how he could just facilitate that ball. Like, and he just goes so slow. Like, maybe that's what fucks everybody. He's not.
Man, NBA's booming, huh? Like, I mean, they got Denver still too.
Yeah.
Like, they're quiet also.
Yep.
And then Memphis. What's up with Phoenix? Is done deal or?
Yeah, I think they actually got eliminated right from the in-play game.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's crazy to have Devin Booker and KD and Bradley Beal not even be contenders.
Yeah,
that's nuts. I mean, that's just either they just don't care no more.
Yeah,
no chemistry. They already know that KD's already out of there next year. They're saying he's gonna get traded for sure.
So he's just gonna go walk away, or they're gonna trade?
No, they're gonna trade him.
Trade him.
Yeah. So.
See where he goes to.
Yeah, I think he'll go somewhere in the East. I don't see him staying on the West.
Man, because he already said he doesn't want to go to. Because Warriors are going to get somebody else next year.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
They're getting somebody else, unless they're sticking with Kuminga and Moody, or they're going to think about it and be like, yo, I'm going to trade these 2 dudes and go get someone that's just going to put us over. Because, you just seen the difference of what Butler did.
Yep.
Once Butler came, it's like the difference of having Butler and Wiggins, Butler and Clay. They're older superstars. This guy is still a number 1A, and go get another 1A. It's like we can't really wait for you guys to develop, because those guys could be like a Durant too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Kuminga, Moody, but yeah, go get some team, those two kids, and go bring over a maniac, and they'll be those three with Draymond.
I think I said it before, but that Jimmy Butler trade really opened the door for Steph Curry now. He looks way more comfortable playing with him now, and he's been on the scoring streak. Besides yesterday,
yeah.
It's crazy because the media is always talking about like, oh yeah, they had him on lock, only 3 points.
Yeah.
But the previous games before that, he scored like 50, 30, and 30. Like,
yeah.
One fucking bad game.
Yeah, there's no wall that he hit. Yeah, it's just one bad game.
One fucking bad game. Anyone's about to have that, right?
Yeah.
That's just nuts.
Yeah.
Coach G, so we got NFL draft coming up April 24th. Who do you think's going first? Do you think Cam Ward is going to go first to Tennessee?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going number 1. Shit. Don't they already have a quarterback?
Not really. They got what's his name?
The Will Levis kid.
Yeah, the Will Levis kid.
Yeah. You got to go Cam Ward. Man, that's gonna come fast, man. Who's next? Who's after that?
They got the Browns.
So it's Titans, Browns, Giants.
Yep. And they're already saying that
Sanders is going to the Giants.
Not even.
Really?
They're saying that he might drop even lower because now you got they're saying that the Browns could go after either Travis Hunter or Abdul Carter from Penn State. Yeah.
So are those guys even being talked about for number 1, or is Cam for sure number 1?
I think Cam's going number 1.
So it's automatic, already known that he's going number 1.
Yeah, because Titans actually have a decent D line.
Okay.
They have good interior guys. They have good outside guys. It's just their quarterback plays. Will Levis has just been bad. I know they had second meetings with Shador Sanders and forgot somebody else, and they already canceled those meetings. So
they're probably locked in on with Cam, right?
They're probably locked in with Cam. They were there at his pro day, and even they did a private workout after that too.
Wow.
And I think they pretty much agreed that he might be the man.
And how's this kid from Penn State?
Dope.
Yeah.
He's basically like another Micah Parsons. But he plays.
Is he an end?
He is end.
Yeah. So you have him and Myles Garrett.
Yep. That would be the plan.
And who's their quarterback right now?
There, the massage boy.
That's it. He's the only guy right now.
I believe so.
Could they get Dart on the second round and get?
I think they will have a couple of different options at quarterback.
So they got to go and get that other guy right on the other side.
Yeah.
Just because that guy is going to be over there with Garrett.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Or Trevor or Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter. Yep.
Yeah, they're sitting pretty.
They are. It's kind of. I want to see what the Giants are going to do though.
And then the Giants get whoever he don't pick.
Yeah.
Travis or
Abdul Carter. Yeah. Because I don't see them going for a quarterback because they already got Russell Wilson. They got that little Italian kid, DeVito or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah.
And Jameis Winston over there too. So
yeah.
I don't see them really reaching for.
They're sticking with that, huh?
Yeah, I think unless they. Yeah, I think what you said is pretty much on target, and they take either or, and they're happy with either or. If I was the GM, I'd be happy with either or, Carter or Travis Hunter.
Yeah, and pass on Sanders.
Yep.
Because that's what the Raiders thought, right? Like we're not gonna get Sanders, so let's just
see that's crazy right there too. Like, what if Shador does slip down to them?
Do they pick him?
Yeah, did you see the Geno's contract?
2 years, $75 million. 80.
Yeah. So basically,
so 40
it was like 42. It was like 84. So it was like 80
for 2 years.
Yeah. So it was like roughly around like 72.
Yeah.
42 million a year. So it's like do they pick up another quarterback for the future? Because he's only signed for 2 years. Or get Genty.
Or get Genty. Because they're at 6?
6. And Genty looked like a fucking beast on his pro day. He looked really good. He looked really, really good.
This is so crazy.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Sanders is going to be there, and now, so they're going to have to decide on Sanders and Genty.
Yep.
Yeah, because there's no way Travis Hunter or that kid from Penn State is going to be. They're 1, 2, and 3.
Pretty much. I would see that it being that way.
And no one could really trade up.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's really going to. Because these teams are in need of those positions like badly.
Yeah.
So I don't see anybody really even.
And if the Giants get Travis Hunter, he'll be in the East. The East is going to be with stars.
Yep.
Damn. And that's what you got to have. I mean, think about it. Look at Washington. They're loading up on wide receivers. Look at Philly. Their wide receiving core is dope. Who else are we missing here? The Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb, and their dudes. They're the only ones that's kind of, so having a nice cornerback will shut that shit down.
Yep, nice corner. Or, I mean, you can even throw him at receiver. Do you think he's capable of playing both ways?
Yeah, I've never really I didn't see him much in college, but is his wide receiver numbers crazy too?
Yeah. He puts up numbers.
I'm sure they're young, you know what I mean? So I bet you, trying to get that first contract, rookie contract and first contract, I'm going to play both sides. And then, when he's 28, 29, you'll probably just go to cornerback, right?
Like as a GM though, like, do you want your guy to do that? I mean, obviously he's going to get a nice first contract, right? He's not going to get no basic rookie contract.
Yeah.
He's going to get a nice chunk. So it's like, do you let him? Or do you kind of tone him down where you give him like, we'll make an offensive package, 15 plays. You go on offense. Like he wants to be both ways full-time starter.
I mean, what is his size? Is he a big kid? Is he like an Antonio Brown? Is he he's Megatron?
He's bigger than that. I don't think he's as big as Megatron, but
about an Antonio.
I think he's like 6'3", 6'4", about like 210, 215.
Yeah, like if you're an offense, you're gonna want that dude out there, right? Like he's sitting there. You need a first down. You're in the red zone. You need him out there.
Like Shador used to just throw him jump balls. I mean, his routes are not like the crispest routes, but I mean, if he needed a good fade route or a go route, I mean, he has speed too. That's the thing. He's gonna beat you. But there's this NFL DBs, but like I was saying, like you're not playing with little boys no more. You're playing with grown men. Like you can't go both ways.
Yeah. That's what they're saying?
Yeah. That's right.
See, I wonder how he's going to do against the top wide receivers. Because I don't know how their schedule was, but the wide receivers that he's shutting down, it's not going to be A.J. Brown and McLaurin.
I mean, just thinking if he did go to the Browns, say if the Browns did pick him up, he'd be going against DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
We going against Jamar Chase and Higgins. That's a tough division. Like, you want your rookie out there going against these guys right away? Like,
right. Yeah.
That division's loaded with receivers, dude. Like, then you go put them on a little quick guy like Zay Flowers after, like.
That's right.
From Baltimore.
Yeah.
Then
which core has a good, like other good cornerback? Like, does the Browns have another cornerback on the other side that will accommodate him?
Honestly, I'm not too familiar with their cornerbacks.
Corners, yeah.
But I mean, it's either division he goes to is going to be tough. I mean, if he get picked up by the Giants, then he has to go against Philly's offense.
Yeah.
Then he has to go against the Commanders and Debo and all them. I mean, it's not going to be easy for him.
Not at all.
Nah, especially as a rookie. I mean, but like I said, he's talented enough to do it. But I mean, that's going to be his welcome to the NFL moment for sure.
I mean, I could see him going to New York and those dudes going with the kid.
I wonder how Shador would feel because like all offseason he was like, I'm going to New York. I already know I'm going. I'm going to New York.
And that's his boy that's going to go to New York, right?
Yeah. That's kind of nuts, man. That'd be kind of crazy.
And who's for? I mean, who's after the Giants?
So after the Giants, you got the Patriots, Jaguars, Raiders, Jets, Panthers.
Fucking Patriots, huh? Like those dudes are loading up.
Yeah, and they got the fourth pick overall.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Wonder what they do.
I think they have to probably go, either
go get some
help May or stick maybe on the defensive side, maybe.
Yeah, so they went all in on May, huh?
Maybe try to get another corner, because I know over there they got Christian Gonzalez at cornerback over there. He's good. Maybe pair another corner up with him.
Yeah.
But man, Titans, Browns, Giants, Patriots, Jaguars, and Raiders. It's gonna be kind of crazy, man.
Man, Raiders been getting that kind of love all the time. They just
because they suck. And they whiff on every single draft, man. That's just horrible. Like, it's crazy that Philly picks at what, over 25, 20 plus, and they always hit. So I'm like, it's like,
yeah,
that's just GM, right?
Yep. And good scouts, putting your name on these guys, and
because that's nuts to them. Always have at least a top 10 pick, and they fucking fail every time.
Yeah, it's like, are these guys not doing their job? Are they not seeing talent, or it's crazy?
Only person they drafted recently that was fucking good was Max Crosby in the 3rd round.
Yeah,
but, I mean, well, to see how Brady and his new regime works.
Yeah,
I mean, hopefully they do something.
Hey, that Tush Push look like is gonna make it, or what do you think about that?
Honestly, I think it's not gonna be a play no more.
You think it's gonna they're canceling it out? Huh?
I think they're gonna cancel it out. You know what's funny? They have no actual data saying that it hurts people, but they're trying to find a reason.
Yeah.
Because the last thing they said was, well, there's potential.
Yeah.
Of people getting hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that's totally different. There's potential versus people that actually did get hurt.
Right.
And there's two different things.
Yeah.
That's like saying, if I have a knife right here, you could get stabbed or you did get stabbed. You know what I mean? It's two different things. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't see them keeping the thing around just because this is what they said, because there's potential. Just right when I heard that, or right when I read that, I was like, oh, this play's done with, bro. It's out of there.
That's what I'm thinking too.
And how fucking stupid is that, though? Yeah. I see people, it's not a football play, it's a rugby play.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Well, even like the dude that plays rugby on Philadelphia is like, I've never seen a rugby play like that.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I'm thinking they're gonna find another way to do something similar.
So what's the whole thing about they don't want nobody pushing the quarterback, right?
Yeah, they're mad about the pushing part.
Okay, so even if they didn't push, the lineman is still going to get that 2-3 yards. Honestly, Saquon's not really the one pushing Jalen fucking 3 yards a carry.
Yeah.
It's that line.
Yes. Yeah, that line's moving.
So that's the thing. Like, then I think about it that way. Okay, it's safe they did let the play happen, but they, you can't push Jalen. You can't push any quarterback. It's still going to work for them because the chemistry or whatever they have going on. It's better than anybody else's.
It's better than anybody else's right now. Yeah.
We see multiple teams try to do it and it didn't work. We see the Bills trying to do it on 4th down. They lost the AFC Championship.
Yeah, Kansas City got to the Super Bowl because they stopped it.
Yeah.
They stopped it and they got to go to the Super Bowl.
And they couldn't stop it in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. But they didn't need to, right? Because they were up by so much.
Yeah.
That play didn't even matter in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but didn't Jalen score on the tush push in the very first touchdown? Is that how they scored?
Fuck. I don't even remember. I just watched it on Saturday again. I watched it on Saturday. What was the first touchdown? It was, because remember, Dotson almost scored.
Oh, yeah.
And they tush pushed it inside the end zone.
They needed to stop it then.
Yeah.
How come they couldn't stop it now, but they stopped it? Because the fucking Philly has this crazy technique where they do.
And what I bet you they're also scared of now, too, because now it's like, what if you fake it? And then the AJ goes deep. There's still that whole option, I mean, McVay, I'm sure if he was running this, he would have like so many different options of this play.
Oh yeah.
Fucking, fake it to this guy, toss it to him, but you know what? something that hit me when I was just thinking that if it would go away, and then it kind of like caught on where I heard other people on the radio talking about it, was who's going to benefit this the most would be Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
You know, because if there was no Tush Push, he has 19 touchdowns plus another 9.
He would have been the MVP.
MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and you think the offensive line of Philadelphia is like, oh, we're done now. No, they're just like, okay, we're just going to go kick their ass again in the trenches, you know, to get 1 yard, 2 yards, you know. So, yeah, you know, I bet you anyone who's benefiting is going to be Saquon, because he's going to go and get those TDs, you know, MVP right there. So, fucking crazy, yeah. You know, I think you got to learn how to stop it, you know, instead of just terminating the play.
Yeah.
You know, got to somehow find a way to stop it. So, yeah, maybe give it one more year. Maybe give it one more year and see what happens. You know, so that damn Tush Push. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, for sure. You know what, Coach G? I actually I was on Instagram the other day, and I let everybody know that we're recording a podcast today.
Yeah.
So I said, anybody send in questions.
Yeah.
You know what you guys, if you guys have a question, let us know, and we'll answer it.
Yeah.
So we got a couple questions.
Nice.
From people. So question number 1. Does Bazooka Joe to the Cowboys put pressure on Dak Prescott winning right away?
I do. That guy's been one of my favorite guys, you know, so I hope he gets a shot. You know, even if it's the damn Cowboys. Dak's paid though, right? So he's just going to be his backup. So I think it's going to take a lot for Dak to kind of get out of there. Maybe an injury. But shit, his numbers were good, man. His numbers are good. You know he's going to tear it up in preseason.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, the heat is on. The heat is on, you know, because, you know, what if Bazooka Joe goes in there and does his thing, you know, and they could just maybe trade Dak. That'd be great.
I mean, at the end of last year when he played that game, when made him play, he set it off.
Yeah.
You know, in that one statistic, they said he threw the fastest ball, 61 miles per hour, running to his left.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Jeez.
And it was pinpoint.
Yeah.
For a touchdown. I mean, that's just nuts, man.
What was his deal? What's wrong with him?
I don't know. That might be just something in the organization, maybe.
Because the kid that was in front of him, the Hendon Hooker kid, he's a backup somewhere. I don't know if he's the next guy coming up, but, you know, he was backing up him.
Yeah.
You know, so, yeah, it sucks that he's on the Cowboys, man, because I'm rooting for that guy, you know.
Oh, we got a question number 2. What do you think about the rookies getting their early season debuts early in their career for MLB?
How they're doing?
No, like what do you think about all these newcomers getting an early shot, like right away, coming in?
Yeah, it's good. It's scary, right? Because, like, remember they brought up the kid from Baltimore, Holiday.
Yeah, Jackson.
And poor kid went on an offer, right?
He did horrible when they called him up. That was pretty bad.
It was. I don't know if it was a little too early, you know, but yeah, let these guys give them a shot, you know, and they might get hot and get out there, get going, you know. These guys hit a long road, you know. I mean, are they getting drafted just a couple years last year and they're already in the league, or are these guys drafted a couple years ago and then already been through AAA, AA, balling out?
Like some of these guys have been in the system probably about like 3 years already.
Yeah. Yeah, no, man. I mean, it seems like now is the time for these new stars to come up, you know, and they're doing their thing. They're definitely doing their thing, you know. So, yeah. See, some of these guys, I don't even know who they are.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like you don't realize they're coming into town, and you could be watching these dudes.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, no, man, it's dope to give them a shot.
That's why it's cool. I mean, the A's always have them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
a lot of their guys are, you know, guys that's been in the systems and
that's right,
barely in the league. So, you know, it's kind of cool to watch their team because I mean, I'm a big sports card collector, so I have a bunch of baseball cards. All these guys, like, you know, they have another Max Muncy. on their team.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy that they're actually born on the same day too.
That's crazy.
The one for the Dodgers.
Yeah, that's a trip. That's weird. The kid hit his first home run, right?
Yeah.
Now, it must be kind of good when you get drafted by the A's because you know they have a good farm system. And it's like, all right, I'm going to be here, but if I put up some decent numbers, I'm going to go get paid somewhere else.
I'm going to the Dodgers and the Yankees.
Yeah, I'm going to go get paid somewhere else. So it's not a bad thing, and they obviously have enough good coaching. They have enough good coaching where another team will go and spend hundreds of millions of dollars on who the A's drafted. So I think if you're coming out of that farm system, you're just like, all right, these guys did their job on finding me, and let me just kind of do my thing because, I'm gonna be so good where these guys can't afford me.
Yeah.
And then it'll just be a bidding war.
Yeah.
So yeah, crazy.
Question number 3: will the Dodgers make it to the World Series?
Shit. I think so.
So?
Yeah, I think they're gonna go back to back.
Oh, you think they're actually gonna win it too?
No, they'll go back to back to the World Series. Yeah,
okay.
I don't know if they're gonna win it, but I mean, I think the National League is where it's at. So if they do kind of get through, they're gonna be favored to win it. Yeah, I think they can go. It's kind of an easy question. I mean, you've seen how Philly played them pretty good, but it's different in October. It's definitely different in October. But I'd like just to see how it plays out. Maybe we could come back to this question in a month or two.
Yeah.
Kind of see if San Diego could keep going, the Giants make some noise, because it just takes a couple pitchers, and couple things bouncing your way, and you don't make it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's their case right now. They're having a little trouble with starting pitching. Snell already on the DL.
Yeah.
Once that injury bug hits you, man, you go 3 for 7 streak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean,
what do you think? Do you think they could hit it back to back?
Of course, I think they can hit it back to back for sure. If that's if they stay healthy. You know what I mean? And I'm talking about more just pitching wise, man. I mean, pitching's a huge part. Yeah, you can have your lineup, but at the end of the day, you don't want to be playing catch up all the time. You know what I mean? You don't want to be. Then your pressure's on you to score all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like I said, they have potential to do it, but they just need to stay healthy. I mean, that goes for every team. That goes for any league either too.
Yeah.
As long as you're healthy, I mean, you have best chance to win.
And that's got to be nice for them, knowing that just all right. It's we're down by a couple. And we just know it sooner or later they'll have the lead, and then they'll have their guys to go close it out.
Yeah,
that's nice for a team to be at.
It's funny. All the Dodger fans today were like, they were saying, we deserve to lose today. We're gonna lose today because they took the trip to the White House today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's dirty.
Yeah. So it was kind of funny that. Trump seen Ohtani and he was like, oh man, what an athlete.
That's funny. Yeah. So were they playing Washington?
Yeah, they played with the Nationals. Yeah.
Wow, man.
Let me ask you real quick. So, as being a father to an ex pitcher, right? Had to be so many proud dad moments from that.
Yeah.
But also, what was your feelings as well as he was on the mound? As watching your son out there, because I know one day I might be in that position, but to all our listeners too, like I want to see if they go through the same things. Like, is it nerve wracking, or do you have? Is it just like you're not nervous because you have the most confidence in your kid, or what is it?
Yeah, every day your kid, like we love sports, So when you're seeing your kid's friends, especially your kid, it's Game 7 of the World Series. You know what I mean? You're at work hyped up for your kid. You know your kid's on the mound or whatever, your kid's pitching in high school or whatever. The fearful part of it of like, man, they can get hurt out there. There's that part, you get hit by a pitcher, but pitching, when your kid's pitching, there's always that worry, the other day, man, I feel like I got like almost a little emotional at Melody's game. Our pitcher got line drive right to the ankle. You know what I mean? And Pops is there, her dad's there, her mom's there. You know what I mean? And I'm sure that's something that, because they're close, man. Like our third baseman's right there. That girl's hitting. They have no mass, and they're just they're just in the mix. You know, girls are fake bunting and swinging, you know, and the bats that they banned for the boys, the girls are still rocking them, you know. So this line drive goes right off our girl's leg, and, you know, and my daughter was a catcher for a minute, you know, and then when she got to high school, they put her in the infield, and just even her being in the infield, you're worried about that, a bad hop or, you know, or a line drive, or, you know, because that's something that you're worried about. But just seeing the parents react, seeing the girl, you know, like as a gamer, and it was just like, she gets up, you know, we had 9 girls. So it's like, she knew what time it was. It was a league game. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm not going to go to right field. Like, I'm good. I'm good, coach. Goes in there and gets the out, walks, you know, hobbles in, and I'm just looking, I'm looking at one of the parents and just like getting emotional. Like, these girls are badass, dude. You know what I mean? And it just, that fear for a parent when your girl's pitching, you know, it's just, she has a mask, but some girls don't wear masks, you know? So, it's, you know, getting pumped up, all that other stuff, but there's that little part of just, you know, worried about your kid in the line of fire, you know, because, you know, especially when you get to high school, man. I mean, these kids, you're going against men, you know, and like I got one of our friend's sons, they're ace at Wilcox, sophomore, you know, I mean, he's going against kids that are 18 years old, 19, you know, these are men, you know, going to be in college next year, you know, and that's what you're going against. And sometimes we have freshman kids going against there. So it's a mixed feeling, man. It's an anxiety of, obviously, in the back of your mind, you know, and then it's that awesomeness of like, yeah, you get to go see your son cook. Yeah. You know, you get to go see your son do his thing, you know, and win or lose, just win or lose. Just as they get older, it's kind of the mental part of that game. And it's just more of like, man, you know, like you're proud of your kid to go out there and do that, you know, go out there and be in front of, a crowd and still pitch your best and stuff like that, you know? So it's all, everything all at once, you know, all everything, and a lot of different emotions, and something you kind of reflect on later, you know, but it's like, you know, when you're watching your kid get that last out, you know, I've always, with my kids and even the kids I coach, you know, it's like, I want them to be in those pressure moments, you know what I mean? Fail or not, you know, it's going to be nothing. If you're a lawyer and you're in that courtroom and you're just handling business and, you know, you're just doing what you do, is because you might have been a pitcher pitching in travel ball, yeah. You know, with, you know, parents, you know, and umpires, you know, and everything on the line, and you go and make your pitch that you practice every time, you know, but with a little bit more on the line, that grip feels a little different. You know, everything feels a little different. There's a divot in that mound that you got to work around, that you're kicking dirt in, and just watching these kids, you know, not give up, you know, because, you know, once you give up, you lose, you know, but if, you know, you're not giving up and you don't get what you need, that means, you know, you didn't give up, man. You know, so yeah, dude, it's dope. It's tight. You know, why it goes quick. That window's fast. You know, that window's super fast, man. You know, so it's dope watching these kids ball out. You know,
nice. All right, Coach G. So I think this is gonna wrap it up for episode 12. Any last comments before we head out?
Nah, you're ready to get at it.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next week on episode 13.
Yeah.
We out.